Omar Marmoush, one of Barcelona's targets to strengthen its attack. Barcelona's pursuit of Victor Gyökeres might not be easy, given that several top clubs, including Manchester United, now led by Gyökeres' former coach Ruben Amorim at Old Trafford, are also interested. With Barcelona's financial limitations compared to Manchester United's vast resources, the Catalan club is not focusing solely on Gyökeres. Instead, they are exploring more options for the central forward position. One standout name is Egyptian international Omar Marmoush, a breakout star in the Bundesliga this season. Currently tied as top scorer with Harry Kane at 11 goals, the Eintracht Frankfurt striker has demonstrated versatility, providing 7 assists so far and adding 3 more goals in European competitions and the German Cup. Marmoush now ranks 3rd in total goal contributions in European and domestic competitions this season. One of Marmoush's most attractive qualities is his free kick ability, an area where Barcelona currently lacks a specialist. The 25-year-old has scored free kicks in 3 consecutive games against Bochum, Slavia Prague, and Stuttgart, Tokyo, to host. Nasser Al-Khelaifi surprises Barcelona fans with his comments on controversial refereeing decisions. Nasser Al-Khelaifi, the president of Paris Saint-Germain and one of the most prominent figures in sport, known for his firm stance on refereeing issues, expressed his strong discontent with the referee's decision to disallow Robert Lewandowski's goal in the 14th minute of the match due to offside, after reviewing the video assistant referee, VAR. Al-Khelaifi's response came in a series of statements that carried clear hints about the fairness of refereeing decisions and their impact on the integrity of the competition, particularly in La Liga, where he believes Barcelona could be the victim of such decisions at times, directly affecting their fierce competition with Real Madrid for the top spot. In his comments, Al-Khelaifi began by saying, "When we look at the image of the analytical lines used by the referee to disallow the goal, we see that the difference is very slight, perhaps by the tip of the boot, which makes us question the accuracy of the technology used in making such decisive decisions." He added, "We are in an era of advanced technology, and tools like VAR are supposed to add transparency and fairness to matches. But in this case, the disallowed goal was neither transparent nor fair, especially when footage shows that the defender's foot was ahead of Lewandowski's. These fine details can lead to critical decisions, and we need more clarity and certainty in their use." Al-Khelaifi pointed out that many refereeing analysts had confirmed that there was no offside on Lewandowski, and that the foot used by the referee in his decision did not belong to the Polish striker, but rather to the opposing defender, who was ahead in the picture. He added, "If there is any doubt, even the slightest, the priority should be given to the attacker, especially if the forward movement is not as clear as daylight. Disallowing a goal based on such minor details does not serve the enjoyment of football, but rather adds unnecessary complexity." Al-Khelaifi elaborated on the impact of such decisions on the course of competitions, saying, "The refereeing mistakes we see in some critical matches could lead to teams like Barcelona losing very important points, which may affect their final position in the league. When the competition is fierce and intense between major teams, every point becomes decisive, and any error in the decisions could be seen as favoring one team over another, which could impact the integrity and fairness of the competition. Such decisions benefit teams like Real Madrid, who indirectly gain from Barcelona losing valuable points due to refereeing errors." He continued describing the disallowed Lewandowski goal, stressing that these repeated decisions could cause frustration for both players and fans. When a team like Barcelona performs at a high level and the players put in tremendous effort to score goals and change the course of the game, a decision like this can negatively affect the players' mental state, especially since the goal could have given them a strong boost to move forward in the match. Fans are also affected as they watch their team struggle with decisions that seem questionable in their fairness, leading to anger and a decline in confidence in the integrity of the competition. Al-Khelaifi hinted at the need for a review of refereeing protocols, saying, "We need a comprehensive review of refereeing procedures, especially the way VAR is used. It is illogical for goals to be disallowed because of very small measurements, such as the tip of a boot or a small part of the foot. Football is a game of passion and competition, and fans want to see goals and critical moments in matches, not have beautiful moments spoiled by decisions based on minute details that are barely visible to the viewer. He further spoke about the impact of such mistakes on major clubs, saying, "Barcelona is a big team, with a history full of achievements and trophies, and they have the right to compete fairly without losing important points due to poorly considered decisions. Major teams like Barcelona need support and protection, not to be subjected to refereeing injustice that could cost them precious points in the race for the top. We are talking about fierce competition between Barcelona and Real Madrid, and refereeing decisions should not be the deciding factor in this rivalry." Al-Khelaifi concluded his remarks with a message directed at sporting federations, urging them to improve the technologies used in refereeing and ensure fairness for all. "All we ask for is fairness in football for everyone. Teams should not suffer unjust losses due to controversial refereeing decisions. We all need to work together to ensure that matches are decided based on the performance of the players, their goals, and their effort, not on technical details that may not be entirely accurate. Fans deserve to see enjoyable and fair matches, and players deserve a fair chance to compete on equal terms. Barcelona. Director, the team will become great. Thanks to this reason." Deco, Barcelona's sporting director, confirmed that the club's future is bright, thanks to the young talents within the team. Barcelona has been performing remarkably well this season in both La Liga and the Champions League, but the challenge now lies in maintaining these high standards. Deco expressed his admiration for Gavi, telling Catalonia's Mundo Deportivo, "Gavi embodies everything that Barcelona represents." He added, "Gavi is an exceptional player. His character and qualities reflect everything a footballer needs. Although he hasn't reached the age of 20, he shows a maturity akin to someone aged 26 or 27." Deco emphasized Gavi's bright future at Barcelona, saying, "The world is at his feet, and I don't think there's a better club for him than Barcelona." Deco continued, "I see Barcelona's greatness thanks to players like Gavi, Cubarsí, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha, and Dani Olmo." He concluded by saying, "I hope Gavi stays with the club for many years, and I believe he wants to remain at Barcelona just as Pedri does." Barcelona overlooks an important clause in its major agreement. Barcelona has overlooked a crucial clause in its recent major deal with the sportswear company Nike. According to the Spanish newspaper Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona failed to include terms in the new agreement that would require Nike to give the team the right to wear its primary kit in a significant portion of away games. The latest deal between Barcelona and Nike appears favorable in terms of duration and financial value. However, it didn't shield Barca from the pitfall of Nike potentially forcing the team to wear alternative kits on away games to appeal to tourists. Nike holds the right to require Barcelona to wear alternative kits even when there's no color clash with the home team. During the 2024 to 2025 season, Barcelona has played 17 matches so far, 10 of which were away from the Montjuic Stadium. It's been frustrating for Barcelona, as they've only worn their traditional kit twice away, at Vallecas and the Santiago Bernabéu. Nike didn't dare to alter Barcelona's colors in El Clásico, knowing it's the most watched game globally. However, Barca wore yellow for the first time at Valencia, and against Girona, the team donned a black kit, which they also wore against Monaco. In the match against Villarreal, Barcelona secured a decisive win in black, and when they faced Osasuna, due to color similarity, they wore a light green kit for the first time in La Liga. They repeated this with Alaves, where Robert Lewandowski scored his only hat-trick this season. In Belgrade, in the Champions League, Barca delivered a stellar performance in black and recently wore the same kit during a league defeat to Real Sociedad.
Vâng, và trước khi tiếp tục video, thì các quý vị đang xem video thấy hay thì like, comment và đăng ký ủng hộ kênh với nhé. Một lần nữa xin chân thành cảm ơn quý vị rất nhiều.
Flick decides on replacement for Lamine Yamal. Barcelona's head coach, Hans Flick, has identified a replacement for the young star Lamine Yamal following his severe injury and absence from the team's recent match against Real Sociedad. The German coach revealed his admiration for the 16-year-old player Toni Fernandes, a left-footed playmaker. Fernandes impressed during Barca's training sessions, catching Flick's attention. Notably, he is currently recovering from an ankle injury that delayed his return until December. But once he's back, he will be the ideal substitute for Lamine when he needs rest or is sidelined. Barcelona. Targets. 3 free transfers for the summer. After a great start to the season, Barcelona, led by Flick, appears to be the favorite in the race for the La Liga title this season. However, as we enter the international break, coach Hansi Flick has begun planning for the upcoming season, particularly eyeing 3 players who could join the club on free transfers next summer. Barcelona's 3 targets for 2025. One of Flick's primary targets is Joshua Kimmich. The Bayern Munich star and German international is a familiar figure to Flick, who coached him both at Bayern and the national team. Kimmich's versatility in excelling in multiple roles, whether in central midfield or at right back, makes him an extremely valuable player. His tactical intelligence and deep understanding of Flick's system would allow for a seamless transition to Barcelona's lineup, adding defensive stability and creative dynamism. Another option for Flick is Alphonso Davies, as he looks to strengthen his defensive unit. The dynamic fullback also shares a strong bond with Flick from their Bayern Munich days. Known for his incredible speed and offensive prowess on the left wing, Davies could provide competition for Alejandro Balde and add a new dimension to Barcelona's wide play. However, Barcelona is expected to face stiff competition from Real Madrid, who are equally eager to secure the Canadian international's services. Speaking of Canadians, Barcelona is also looking to sign Jonathan David. The Lille star has become a sought-after player in Europe thanks to his productivity in front of goal. With a sharp eye for goal and an impressive scoring rate, David would be an ideal successor to Robert Lewandowski. Adding David would not only provide depth in attack, but also ensure that Barcelona's title contention remains strong for years to come. With his contract expiring at the end of the season, he would also be a cost-effective option for the Catalans. The Catalans side hopes to secure the services of this trio in the summer, which would bolster the squad significantly and make Barcelona a formidable force against all competitors.